Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning in this morning, Monday morning at 9 a.m. Once again, I am in my sunroom and there is absolutely no sun. It's another rainy day and summer is passing in the blink of an eye, and I have to say that we haven't had much of one. Anyway, hope you're all well. We had a lovely weekend. I celebrated my birthday on Friday. We went away down to Lake Taupo for a couple of nights. Stayed in a lovely little lake house that we are so lucky to be able to use quite regularly. And yeah, just had a really relaxing, lovely time down there. So back into it this week, rearing to go. And today's topic is all about how to lose weight effortlessly and keep it off, and your opportunity to do exactly that. So I'm going to just explain a few things about weight loss, a few things that it's really important to know, and yet a lot of people are not familiar with this sort of thing, and this is why we have people going off and doing, trendy things and doing diets and following trends and fads and things like that, and ultimately maybe losing some weight to start with, but then it all goes back on plus some more. We want to get off that yo-yo cycle, and this is what I'm going to be talking about today, and then I'm going to explain to you how you can have this amazing opportunity. I can't underestimate that enough. It's going to be a great opportunity for you to get involved in something that we're doing and see the results for yourself. Good morning, Tash. Thanks for tuning in this morning on this wet day. Hope you and your family are all good. All right, let's get into it. Right, so a couple of things that you need to know about losing weight effortlessly and keeping it off. The first thing you need to know is that you need to eat regular meals. If you're going to go and starve yourself and fast and all that sort of thing, that is not going to be conducive to good long-term weight loss. And the reason for this is because eating regularly will keep your adrenal function stable. Okay, now your adrenal function is very, very important in the body. The adrenal system is responsible for so many different things, and you need to keep that function stable. Now, what happens if you deplete your body of carbohydrates, which is your body's main fuel source and source of glucose, then your adrenal system is going to release adrenaline to enable you to keep up with your busy day. Okay, so let's say you've got a busy day ahead and yet you're not eating enough, or you're fasting, or you're not eating enough carbohydrates. Maybe you're following a high-fat, low-carb diet. What happens is that your body goes, well, hang on a minute, I'm really busy and I've got a lot of things to do, and yet I've got no fuel. So to compensate for that, your adrenal system will release adrenaline, which is a stress hormone. Now, when your body releases adrenaline, it puts your body into the fight or flight response, or survival mode. That's what it's also called, okay? When your body is in survival mode, you cannot shed body fat. Biologically, our bodies are not designed to shed body fat when there's other priorities, okay? So when your body is in survival mode, it's all about just keeping you safe and keeping you, you're keeping your body functioning as it should. And so when you've got a high level of adrenaline in the body because you're not eating enough food, then you're not going to shed body fat. That's the first thing to know, is that you must eat regularly and don't deprive yourself of carbohydrates. Morning, Tanya and Tori. Thanks for tuning in this morning. Okay, the second one is that your body needs a constant intake of nutrient-dense foods, okay? This is to help your body lose weight effortlessly and keep it off in the long term. Now, you all know about the high-fat, low-carb trend. I just alluded to it before. The danger with this is that, yes, it's trendy and people go on it and then, they lose a little bit of weight to start with. But the thing is that it's not sustainable over the long term. This is because the body will eventually succumb to the need for carbohydrates, as I just mentioned, and you will end up binging. Okay, so when you're following a high-fat, low-carb diet, your body's going, well, you know, I need fuel, I need carbohydrates, and it's not getting it. So going back to point one, it will release adrenaline. But your body really needs nutrient-dense food. Now let's look at this logically for a moment. Let's compare a plate full of beautiful, fresh, whole, nutrient-dense foods like, you know, lettuce leaves, cucumber, carrot, celery. You get my drift. You know, fresh food. Compare that to a plate of butter or bacon cooked in butter. Okay, all you need to do is compare the plates, and your common sense will tell you which one your body wants the most, okay, or needs the most. You might want the bacon cooked in butter, but your body does not need that high level of fat. In fact, it will rebel. Your liver will get hijacked and your heart will get hijacked with all that fat in the body. You also just need to look at the color of those foods. Beautiful, fresh foods have a vibrant color. And you know what I'm talking about. If you have like a rainbow of foods on your plate, you can see that vibrant color. Whereas bacon and things like bacon and, you know, meat and all that other stuff, it's dull. There's no vibrancy there. Okay, so people are getting caught up in this trend of eating the bacon rather than the plate full of salad. And that is a dangerous move, because when you're eating that much fat and lowering your carbohydrate intake, your body is going to eventually succumb to the need for those carbs, and that's where binging comes in. So often we'll see people who have done keto, for example, they'll come in, they're in way worse shape than they were when they even started keto, and it's not good. It's not good, I can tell you that. So that's the other thing. You know, you need to be aware of this, that when you have nutrient-dense foods in your diet, you have a healthy gut. Okay, now your gut will help. If you've got a healthy gut and you've got healthy gut bacteria, your gut will break down, digest and absorb your nutrients correctly. And what this will do is it will encourage normal bowel movements. Okay, so regular bowel movements, same time every day, that is going to contribute to effortless weight loss. If you've got a backlog, I know it's not a very nice topic, but we need to discuss it. If you've got a backlog in your intestines and in your bowels because your gut is not functioning properly because there's too much fat in there, there's too much meat in there, which is really hard for your body to break down, then your bowels are not going to be moving properly. And if your bowels aren't moving properly, you're not going to get that weight loss that you're after. Okay, so you want fresh food, nutrient-dense food, whole foods. So I'm talking about fruits, vegetables, whole grains, preferably gluten-free, legumes, nuts, seeds, and other healthy fats. They are going to flood your gut with good bacteria, which are going to help to break down your food and digest your food and absorb the nutrients from that food. And then they're going to help your bowel movements be nice and smooth, and that is going to contribute to weight loss. Okay, another thing, getting back to the whole carb thing, this is really important to know as well, is that you need carbohydrates at night so that you can sleep properly. Now, something you may not be aware of is that sleep is more important for weight loss than exercise. Now, the fitness industry is not going to tell you that. They want to sell you high intensity exercise and all those fancy gym classes. They can't sell you sleep. And in fact, I don't know, maybe a lot of fitness professionals aren't even aware of the fact that, you know, sleep is super important when it comes to weight loss. So if you're thinking that you're doing all the right things by, you know, eating well and then exercising, you know, hard, and you're not shifting any weight, you need to flip your mindset a little bit and realize that it's actually sleep that is your number one tool for weight loss. Now, getting back to the whole carb thing, you need carbohydrates at night to be able to shed body fat, okay? Now, I know this goes against everything you've been told, because there's these myths out there about, you know, if you eat carbs at night, you're going to get fat. That is such a myth. It's not true. All our clients eat carbs at night and they lose weight, without a doubt, okay? So Think about a baby. Okay, you're not going to put your baby to bed with an empty tummy. That doesn't make sense, because your baby's going to be up crying every hour because it's hungry. Well, adults are no different. You need to have a full tummy at night before you sleep. The other reason that carbohydrates at night are so important is they lower your cortisol levels. Now, your cortisol, similar to adrenaline, is a stress hormone. If your cortisol's up here when you're trying to go to sleep, you are not going to go to sleep. Or you may go to sleep, but then you're going to be tossing and turning and waking up during the night. So your cortisol levels need to be low at night, okay? High in the morning and then low at night. Carbohydrates, and I'm talking about complex carbs. I'm not talking about pastries and donuts. I'm talking about brown rice, potatoes, kumara, pumpkin, those sorts of things. They will lower your cortisol, okay? When your cortisol's low, you can get into a deep restful sleep, sleep through the night, and when you are having deep restful sleep, your body feels safe. It's not in fight or flight anymore. It's in the opposite. So there's fight or flight mode or survival mode, and then there's rest, digest, and repair mode. So if your body is sleeping deeply, it's in rest, digest, and repair mode. That's when it's going to shed body fat, okay? Your body will shed body fat when it's sleeping properly. If you're not sleeping properly, you're going to have a really hard time losing body fat, and that is a fact. Okay, so you must eat carbs at night. Okay, number 4 that I want to talk to you about is about how to lose weight effortlessly and keep it off, is that you must get your liver functioning correctly. Your liver is so important, and it's got over 2,000 functions in the body. Now, anyone with unexplained weight gain or anyone with excess weight that they're holding on to and they're finding it hard to shift has got a liver issue. Now, this means that your liver is either stagnant or sluggish, or let's be blatantly honest, most people have a really sick liver, okay? It's being pummeled every day with fats, with pollution, with perfumes, with laundry detergents, with plug-in air fresheners, with all sorts of other things. Everything that you rub on your skin, that you digest, and then you inhale, you know, standing at the petrol pump and inhaling those petrol fumes. Everything that your body is exposed to has to be broken down by the liver. And you can see why in our modern society, most people have a really, really sluggish and sick liver. And this is not conducive to weight loss. So what we really need to do to lose weight easily and keep it off is to really clean out that liver. And this is why we run our 11-day liver cleanse, which is super popular, and people get such great results on it. And what we find is that people who do our liver cleanse, they give their livers this really deep clean, which makes future weight loss effortless, because they've just cleaned out all the gunk out of the liver. Okay, so the thing that you need to know about losing weight effortlessly about the liver is that it has to be functioning properly. Otherwise, it's not going to be supporting your weight loss goals, okay? So just a quick recap on those, just 4 things. There's lots of other things I could be talking about, but I just want to stick to these 4 regarding losing weight effortlessly and keeping it off. The first one is you need to eat regularly to keep your adrenal function stable, and so that your body is not releasing constant adrenaline, okay? Number 2, you need a constant intake of nutrient-dense foods. These are going to flood your gut with good bacteria. They're going to help you break down your food properly, and they're going to help you have smooth and regular bowel movements, which is conducive to good weight loss. Number 3, you need carbs at night to have a deep, restful sleep so that your body feels safe and will shed body fat. And number 4, you need to get your liver functioning properly. You can't get away from that. You have to get your liver right before your body can experience good weight loss. Okay, this brings me to the next part of this talk, which is your opportunity to come and experience this for yourself. We are running a brand new challenge, never been seen before, called Raw Till 4, starting on March the 13th, okay? It's 2 weeks from now. Raw Till 4 is going to achieve all those things that I just talked about, and it's going to help you lose weight effortlessly. There's a reason that I'm so passionate about plant-based living, and my clients become passionate about plant-based living is because it works. And not only does it work in the short term, it works in the long term for a lifetime. When you follow a plant-based lifestyle, as long as you're not eating too much fat, you don't need to worry about your weight, okay? Your body will recalibrate to where it needs to be, and it will just stay there. You don't have to obsess about calories or macronutrients or anything like that. All you need to do is eat really good food, and your body will reach its happy point and just stay there. Okay, so Raw Till 4 is a plant-based challenge, and it's where you eat raw food until 4 o'clock, and then you have a cooked dinner. Okay, this is really achievable, and anyone who is following a plant-based lifestyle already will find this a piece of cake. It's very, very easy, but it's kind of like the next step up from a general plant-based lifestyle. So if you are someone who's struggling with weight loss, maybe you've tried everything, maybe you need to just try something new that actually is going to work for you, I really encourage you to give Raw Till 4 a go. Okay, so this is what is included in our Raw Till 4 challenge. It is packed with value, I tell you. You get 14 days, a 14-day meal plan, okay? It's family friendly. We don't want you cooking 2 separate meals for other members of the family. You cook one meal, and we explain how you accommodate other family members in with that meal. Okay, so there's heaps of food on this meal plan. You've got 5 meal slots a day. And this aligns with what I just said about, consistently eating. You need to be fueling your body regularly to be able to lose weight so that your body's not releasing adrenaline. Because when your body releases adrenaline, it's not going to shed body fat. So there's 5 meal slots per day. Lots of good nutrient-dense foods. Okay, we've got a 14-day grocery list. So everything that you need for those 14 days put together in a grocery list. All you need to do is take it to the supermarket. We've got a recipe book with all the recipes that you're going to be needing during that 14 days. We send you daily emails to keep you on track, to keep you focused, and to educate you on why we're doing this. And we give you a coaching manual, which is, again, education around, the benefits of eating raw, and some background information that you might want to know. We give you coaching videos, again, that they work alongside the coaching manual. Now, one of the most awesome things in our challenges that we run each month is that we have a private Facebook Messenger support group, and this is where all the real magic happens. And I know a couple of you watching, not going to mention any names, but you guys know who you are, who have just done our liver cleanse. I'm sure you can vouch for the value of that Facebook Messenger support group. So everyone on the challenge gets put into our support group. We've got people within our 12-month mentorship. So many of our 12-month mentorship members are jumping on this Raw Till 4 challenge. And then we also have members of the public who may have never worked with us before. They also come in, and we put them all together. And that's where we have our daily chats and questions and answers, and people, they use it as a support group. Okay, so they post their good days and their bad days, and they post photos, and it's basically just a community where everyone supports each other. And on our liver cleanse that we just had, we had over 50 people in that chat group, and of course not everyone engages, and that's okay. But there's just so much value in having those other people on the challenge supporting you. So not only do you have Steve and I who are supporting you on that challenge, but you've also got a group of other people who are doing exactly what you're doing at the very same time. And the other thing we do is the night before the challenge starts, we do a group Zoom coaching session. So we all get together on Zoom. Steve and I run that session, and we explain exactly what you need to know, what to expect, some FAQs, basically to set you up for your challenge, which is going to be starting the next day. So that program is just packed with value. There is so much value on there. And of course, ultimately, the goal is to lose some body fat, but also it's really good for anyone who have got any other underlying health issues, whether it's autoimmune conditions, menopause symptoms, mental health problems, gut problems, sleep problems. You can jump on this program and get some really great benefits. The cost, I shouldn't call it a cost. I refer to it as an investment. This is an investment in your health, and it's only $97. $97 for everything that I just read out. And not only that, we're going to teach you the fundamentals of effortless weight loss and how to keep it off in the long term. We're not interested in yo-yos. We don't want our clients to be yo-yo dieters. That's the exact opposite of what we want for you. We want you to get to a weight that you're happy with and stay there. That's the goal, okay? So $97, Raw Till 4, kicks off Monday the 13th of March. We haven't got our registration page ready just yet, but these spaces are starting to sell and we haven't even formally advertised it yet. You guys are the first to know. If you're interested, you need to let me know so I can register you and secure your spot. These types of challenges sell out. They just sell out. Our last Liver Cleanse sold out. We expect this one to sell out. This is sensible, achievable. It's a sensible, achievable challenge that I would really encourage you to be part of if you want to learn how to lose weight for good, keep it off, but also if you just need some education around, basic good health and how to sustain your health and well-being over the long term. So an example of things that you can expect to see on our meal plan, because I know you're probably wondering. Okay, we've got pastas, we've got chocolate smoothie bowls, we've got soups, we've got salads, we've got burrito bowls, we've got curries, we've got salted caramel smoothies. You are not going to go hungry and you are not going to miss out on anything. In fact, you'll find that when you start flooding your body with nutrient-dense food, your cravings for all that other stuff are just going to disappear. It's just how it works when your body gets what it needs. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there for today. Message me if you've got any questions or post a comment below. If you want any information, further information, let me know. If you want to secure your spot, you're going to have to let me know, because when we email out our database and put this out onto our formal marketing channels, this challenge is going to sell out. All right, guys, hope that was useful for you. Some things to think about. Would love to have you guys joining us on our Raw Till 4 challenge. I'm really excited about this one. This is my passion, and I advocate it so strongly because I know it works. Okay, everyone, catch you same place, same time next week. Bye.